Hi, I'm back with another review and talk about eyeshadow palette that I personally have been using, and if you like to get my take in using this Sephora, and this is called I think it's a Desert Sun palette. Please keep on watching. Alright, so this is Sephora's Desert Sunset palette that it retails all over the place. It comes in a clear packaging, really inexpensive packaging, but I love how sleek this packaging is. It's not too bulky, it's not too big, it can fit in your hand. This is very easy and travel friendly, quick on the go kind of palette, and you get the colors or shades that you do get in the palette at the back, and a whole bunch of other information like telling you how many amount of products you are getting in each pan and where it was manufactured, etc. But I love the front of it. It's very cute and nice and trendy. That's one of the things that actually pulled me. The size and its appearance, totally awesome. When you flip it open, there is actually a mirror here that's pretty decent size. Really like it, and then you can actually pull it all the way back and use it as, you know, in your hand, like a really thing. So you can use it like this and do your face, or you can actually flip it down and you can get it like this, or you can even rest it on like a dress and it's angled and you can touch it and do your makeup. So I just thought that packaging wise was really easy to use in terms of placement. It's not bulky, all those kind of stuff. It comes with a bronzer and a blush, and if you are darker skin tone, both of these can actually be used as highlighters. I've actually used the blush alone, and it's amazing for those slightly flush kind of look. If you watch a lot of makeup tutorials where individuals look for colors to do, like, say, you know, those little the Victoria's Secret models usually wear, where it's just light makeup, light blush, light bronzing, and that kind of stuff, this is going to actually do that. But if you're lighter skin tones, this will actually work as a blush and a bronzer as it is. They work. I have used this as a bronzer for me. I've also used this with lighter colored foundation to just warm up my skin, and it works. I am wearing the blush right now, but I did use one of my e.l.f. blush in rose. I did top it off a little bit in the corner here and then come down to the front. On top I actually use this blush. So you get 12 eyeshadows in this, yes, small palette, and the eyeshadows are how many grams? The eyeshadows are 0.85 grams of product, which is quite a bit. It's not a little bit amount at all. It's pretty much an average amount for eyeshadow pans, and you get a mixture of both. You get a mixture of satin colors, shimmer colors, glittery colors, matte colors. You have a range of like neutrals. You get this purple and like burgundy color, which I have killed. You get a matte black, you get your silver, so you can use this line straight down and do smoky eyes. You can actually use this and do bronze, brownish smoky eyes. So if you follow it down, you can actually get a look, but you could also, as always, mix and match. For me, there was a drawback. There was no green. Like, how could you make a palette with no green inside? It could be a moss green, that was one of my drawbacks. There was no green. If you like blues, there is no blues. If you like yellow, orange, it's not that. When you look at the packaging though, you'll think, oh wow, very colorful. You may expect to see like a nice golden color, red, kind of really when I saw it. But then good thing is that when you look at the back, you see the colors and you know it's not that. But I wasn't totally disappointed with not having my green. This color here is rather unique, and when swatch, depending the angle, it can look a little like a golden dark mossy green kind of thing, but it is nice. So I'm going to swatch the first row, second row, and third row. This first color here is a white color, which does in the pan look a lot glittery. You do see glitter chunks in it. On the finger you don't see so much glitter. It does transfer a little bit. I find when I put it on my eyes, I don't get the transfer, and if I just swipe my brush and then tap off the excess, I actually get no glitter. The next color is a nice frosty kind of champagne color, almost the point where it's like a creamsicle color. Then you have a matte kind of color which reminds me of that matte color in one of the Wet n Wild palettes, the purple. In that purple Lust is, I think is what it's called, is 6 band. There's like a matte color that looks almost like a pale pink, like really pale pink. That's what this looks like. It's matte. And then you have like your champagne kind of satin color. So this one is more frosty here and this one is more satin looking, and we will see the transfer. So that's the first swipe of them. So you can see they're pretty pigmented. Even for the matte colors, you got the transfer. You will see a little glitter here. You can see some glitter. I don't know if you guys can see. You do get some glitter, but generally when I apply it, I tap it off and it's not as chunky. If you watch it in the pan right now, you just see a lot of glitter, but it doesn't transfer. Then you have this metallic silver color, a nice kind of brown, chocolate brown color. Then you have this like mauve color dark mauve color, and then this kind of beige. No, this is not a beige. This is, I don't know what this is, like a nice frosty, not peachy either color. I don't know why the name is not coming to me for colors, but that's what these look like. But this is super gorgeous. I use that on my lid all the time. So that's their one swipe. That mauve color, as you can see, is almost, it's not matte, it's satin finish, and that brown is super pigmented. Then we have the black matte, which literally I kind of like just tapped my finger in. The other glittery color is this color that I told you about. You see a lot of glitter and it does have a lot of fallout. Then that purple, which is below, seems to have like, looks like glitter, but when you take it out it almost looks matte. And then you have this darker kind of reddish brown, which looks like that famous color that you get in all those Wet n Wild palettes like Comfort Zone, and I'm getting Sunburn, I think it's the other palette you see it in. Yeah, that's what that looks like. So can you see that? Super pigmented. The black though, however, comes out almost as a charcoal black, and we'll swatch it. Yeah, it almost blends as a charcoal black, but I have actually used it as a liner and it wasn't bad, but it's pretty pigmented. This color has some fallout with it, so you have to be super gentle, and that's this one. It can look iridescent, but it's more or less like a charcoal color with like golden, even green glitter or something in it. And to swipe the blush and bronzer, so that's them there. You can see the black kind of messed up my finger. That's the bronzer and that's the blush. So that's it there. You can see the bronzer, I can actually use it to contour or even darken up, and you can build on it. And the blush really looks very nice and natural, and if you put on like a really harsh blush and you want to blend it out, you use this, and I've actually used it for that. Sometimes if I use my Miss Chick blushes, they tend to be very pigmented, or my La Femme, you can actually use this to blend them out. If you use a base, and if you check one of my tips and tricks and combos video, you would actually see me talk about using like a cream based blush. You can definitely use that with this and it will pop. I have done that also when it was in my weekly basket. So this is the palette. I think it's so underrated, so underestimated. I didn't have much expectations with it because for the cost it is so inexpensive, and it's available. I don't think it's available anymore at Sephora, but you can get it on eBay, you can get it on Amazon. A lot of other beauty suppliers do have this palette on sale. It is super gorgeous for all skin types. I definitely say you can recommend and use this. The bronzer can actually even be used to blend out for darker skin tones, blend out color in the crease. You can even use, I have been doing something lately where I'm taking these light peachy colors or pinky colors and using it in my crease to blend out, sometimes even pink colors just like above it right here. It looks so gorgeous, and people don't even know that's what I do. They'll be like, something about your crease and your trend. It's really that. I think it's it. Or sometimes I use a little purple. I've just been playing around, but this is an awesome palette. How much would I rate this palette? I'd definitely give this palette, I would give it a 4.25 out of 5. I wish the blush was a little dark, a darker color for the look here, and I wish this color didn't have fallout and glitter. I don't like glitters so much. I don't mind metallic colors and shimmer colors and satin and matte. I just don't like glittery colors. But for those of you who like the glittery colors, this is like almost a 5 out of 5. Good mirror, good packaging, good payoff. I use base and primers all the time, so these do stay on and last all day. Definitely recommend for you to go get yourself some. So go check this out if you haven't. And it's also a super duper gift to give a friend. Really inexpensive, and they are going to love you and love this palette. So I hope this review was helpful, and this is definitely one of those gifts that you can actually give for Christmas to your loved one. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.